Hey, welcome to the video. In this video, we are going to explore one of the advanced feature of Excel, that is goal seek. When we are analyzing data, when we are taking a decision regarding the financial or any other things, the goal seek will help us analyze better. So we can do lot of things using the goal seek feature of Excel. So let's explore that feature with some example. So the goal seek is useful when we know the target value, when we have the final result in our mind, and if you want to know what input that we need to get that final result. So in order to find that input value, the goal seek is helpful. So let's see with an example, with some example. So the first example is, for an instance, I have the marks of the six students in six subjects. If I need to calculate the marks to be scored in any subject to get a desired total or the desired percentage. So in this, the goal is to get certain percentage or certain marks. To get that targeted result, what marks should I have? So that's the case. So let's see how we can use that. For example, I have these marks like of a student in six subject. The mark score is 42, 70, 65, 71, 69 and 67 out of all 100. So if I calculate the total of these marks, the sum of all the marks like here, the sum of this would be 384. And if I want to calculate the percentage of marks, then I need to apply one formula, that is this marks into this marks into 100 and divided by total marks out of 600. So if I do that, I will get the percentage result. So this is the percentage of this marks of a student. So this is the target, this is the end result. So if I want to get a desired end result, what I told in the example, to get a desired total or the desired percentage, so here we can use the goal seek feature of Excel. Say for example, if I want the passing or the desired percentage would be 70. So how can I get that? To get that, first I select this. I will keep my cursor in the percentage, that is 64, then go to the data tab. Here we have the option like what if analysis. In what if analysis, we will find the goal seek option here. Click on that. So it will first ask for a set cell that I already selected, that is the percentage value, that is 64. Then it asks for two values, means how much you want to get that. So I want to get the 70 percentage. So I will give 70, and by it will also ask for by changing the cell. So which marks you want to change to get this 70 percentage. So I will select this, the subject 1 marks, and click OK. So it calculates the value for marks for the subject 1. If he scored 78 in subject 1, then he can get the 70 percentage. So this is how I can use the goal seek. So here I have the answer in mind, that is 70 percentage. That's the end result I want by changing this value, the score in the subject 1. So if I want to apply the same logic to the this one, that is total marks, first I will select here, then go to what if analysis, goal seek. If I want to change set value is my total marks, and if I want to come down to 400, so by changing the cell, let's say this one. So if I click OK, it will calculate. In order to get the total 400, he has to score 58 in this subject 1, then he can score the 400 marks, then the total comes 400. So this is how I can use goal seek. So this is the first example. Then we have the another example, that's the distribution of the budget distribution. So for example, if I have the budget like 1 lakh, and it is distributed to these three category like 30,000 for category 1, category B it's 40,000 and 30,000 for category C, and the total is the sum of all this. So for example, if I want to increase the budget, how it distribute to this. Say for example, I want to increase my budget to 1 lakh to 1 lakh 20. So I will click here and go to what if analysis and goal seek. Here I set cell is this total budget. Then the to value I want to change it to 1 lakh 20. So if I change it to 1 lakh 20, then it's asked for by changing the cell value. So the extra whatever I increase it, I want to distribute to the category A. So I set the category A as a changing cell. Then I click OK. It will calculate as 50,000 for if I give 50,000 for category A and 40,000 for category B and 30,000 for category C, then the total budget would be 1 lakh 20. So this is the second example. So here we have one more example to calculate the maturity value. So here we apply one formula to calculate the maturity value. For example, the monthly payment is 500. I put minus symbol 500 because it's the outgoing income. It's the outgoing payment. So the monthly payment is 500, and for a 10 year, if I pay each month 500 for next 10 year with the interest of 8%, what is the future maturity value? To calculate the future maturity value, I have one formula in Excel, that is FV. So if I use FV, it will ask for the rate of interest. So here I have the rate of interest, that is 8%. But the 8% is for the whole year. If I want get in the for a month, I need to divide that by a 12. Then it will the input require that number of years, that time, that is 10 years. But the 10 in years, I need to convert that into month multiplied by 12. Then we have the last, that is the payment, that is how much payment you make for each month. If I click and get the value, it will show the future maturity value for this case, this scenario, that is 91,473. So this is the calculation. So this is the end result I have. For example, in this scenario, if I use the goal seek to get a desired maturity value, how can I do that? Here I have the option, like first I will click here. For example, if I want after 10 years, I want 1 lakh as a maturity value. So what's the payment I need to do in this rate of interest for each month? So let's see with the help of goal seek. So go for goal seek and goal seek. Here the set value is this maturity value, and I want to get 1 lakh here. So the 1 lakh, I put 1 lakh. By changing the cell, first I will select the monthly payment. So what is the month? What should be the monthly payment for 10 years at 8% interest to get 1 lakh as a maturity value? So just calculate that. So I need to pay. Here I got the result as 546. So it means that I need to pay 546 rupees and 60 paise for each month for the next 10 years. Then I can get after 10 years the maturity value as 1 lakh. So this is for the monthly payment. If I use the same logic for the year, so if I want to change it to let's say 1,50,000, go for goal seek, and the set value is this, and I want 1,50,000, 1,50,000. Then by changing the value, that is year, say for example year. So how many years it will give the result, like for how many years I need to pay 546.60 paise at 8%. So let's see. I need to pay for 13 years at 8% interest. I need to pay for 13 years, each monthly 546, so that I can get 1 lakh 50,000 as a maturity value. So this is some example how we can use the goal seek to get desired result. So it's here we can observe that we need to calculate this area by using the formula. Then only we can apply that. So here I used a formula that is future value, and here also I used a formula that sum of all this. After calculating the value, I can go for goal seek to identify any desired result. What should be the monthly payment, or what should be the years, or what should be the interest rate. I can do it for any of this input value. So this is how we can use the goal seek to get a input value based on our desired output. So in all the example, we can observe that the set value is calculated by using some formula. So here also we have the formula, and in the percentage also we have the formula. So always remember that should be in the formula. It should calculate based on the formula. If I calculate based on the formula, then I can click here as a set value. Then I can change any of this input to get that desired result for this output. So this is how I can use the goal seek. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.